CATIA V5 obtaining core and cavity surfaces. So this will be the case study part. If I will hide that, we're going to see that we're going to have the core. So the core will be the bottom section highlighted with red in this case. And we're going to have also the one on top, which will be the core. Now let's take a look over here how we can obtain this and how we can do various analyses regarding the draft angle of the part. So initially I'm going to hide the core and cavity. And I will go over here within measure. We're going to see that from the top plane of the part over here to the side, we're going to have 92 degrees. If I will go with the same measure tool and I will measure other section, over here we're going to see if I will click over here, this will give me actually the axis of that cylinder. So it's not exactly what I want to measure. But we're going to see that we have over here those 92 degrees between various faces. So between this one and that one, we're going to have 2 degrees. This measurement will be a little bit difficult to be made using the measure tool. So this is where we can use the following pull direction analysis tool. So this will better analyze the exact draft angle of the part. As you can see, we can select the element. And we can do over here an analysis. So the first one will be 0 to 1 degree. Those sections will be highlighted with the following color. So currently I don't have that. 0 to 3 degrees. We're going to see that everything will be purple since we have this set to a draft angle of 92. And we can further go and change over here the threshold for those range analysis. But in this case, we're going to see that since I only have 2 degrees over there, it will be like this. I can click OK at the end. And if I'm just going to change the draft angle over here, this is set to 2 degrees. I'm going to change this to 10. And we're going to see that the output will look like this. In this case, the same analysis. If I will just click over here and I will increase the last one to be up to 10 degrees, this will still remain okay. So it's really important that we're going to have that set like this. So as you can see, this will be a really good tool, the pulling direction analysis, in order to easily analyze those draft angles. We also have the possibility to use fly analysis. This will actually give you the tool over here directly within the cursor. So as you can see, if I will just drag the mouse on the top face of the part, I'm going to have 90 degrees. If I'm going to go over here where I have this fillet, so within various sections, I'm going to receive values between maybe 45, 75, and 23. It really depends. So for example, right over here on the bottom, I'm going to have 17. And over here on the top, I will have a larger value, a little bit closer to 90 degrees. As you can see, this, especially on filleted elements, will be a little bit laggy because this is in real time. But over here on flat surfaces where we have the same value, this tool will work really good. This is why it's important to set those over here directly. Now, if I will change over here the draft, let's say maybe to 2 degrees. So this is usually a good value for injection plastic molding. I'm going to redo the analysis and we're going to see if I will go over here. You can also change the threshold. For example, I want them to be starting with an increment of 1 degree. So we have 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to see over here on some areas where initially I wanted to measure using the measure tool, we're going to have a range between 2 and 3 degrees over here, as you can see. So keep in mind that the draft angle was set to 2. That means everything over here will be 2. But we're also going to have some sections where that draft angle will actually go beyond 2 degrees. So a little bit closer to 3 degrees. If I will change over here the definition to be 3 degrees directly, we're going to see that now we're only going to have some sections like this with 4 degrees. So keep in mind that this is up to. So if I will just do a measure between those, that should still remain 3 degrees over here. So as you can see, the angle will be 93. So this is how you can easily use the tool over here, which is pulling direction analysis, in order to make sure that your part is ready for cavity. Now, if you want to have this splitted over here as individual geometrical sets with the core and cavity, I'm just gonna delete those that I already have. I'm gonna make use of pulling direction feature over here. Again, I need to select the shape. In this case, that will be the part, and that will automatically take the last feature name, which will be shell1 in this case. I can go over here on more, and as you can see, I can also do over here an exploded view, which will allow me to better visualize those two surfaces. Keep in mind that this feature is mainly intended for visualization. This is a local exploded view. And we're going to see the core and cavity over here. We can also go over here with quick dispatch, which will be as following. We're also going to receive an analysis for the total amount of faces. We're going to see that 26 faces will be within the red section over here, and 25 in this case to the top one. If I'm going to go for this case study part, since it's quite simple, it doesn't matter if I'm going to change this to compute with the direction of the compass, which will be straight vertical over here, perpendicular to the normal, or if I'm going to go with the quick dispatch. And over here I have an additional setting. If I will go and have set this to extract, if I'm going to click OK, this will actually create those two surfaces. So we have the core, which will be with green, the top section, and we're going to have the cavity, which will be the bottom section, in this case with red. So if I'm going to hide the core, in this case, let me just hide the cavity because I want to maintain the core, which will be this one actually, the one with red. We're going to see that the surface will look as following, and we're also going to have that small border that is actually the thickness of the part. So in this case, that is being controlled by this shell, which is set to 1 millimeter. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this kind of content. You're going to find a similar video over here on the left side, and I will also add a subscribe button to the right. So that's it. Thanks for watching.